to that point of burnout, going to that point of injury, and it really leads you to breaking down rather than building yourself up, right? If you're trying to overreach or do too much when it comes to things, especially like your training, right? Sure, your form might be good, but if your form isn't perfect, you're probably really reining in your actual performance, right? If your mobility is all right and stuff like that, or you're not necessarily taking care of yourself in that way on the recovery side, then the training isn't going to be optimal, right? Same thing with training too often, training too much, or just training a whole lot of volume and not a high enough intensity, or RPE, I guess you can call it when it comes to training, right? So train intensely if you're going to, but have that time to recover. By Ross Edgley, and he talks about different phases, right? Almost like seasons. Your body isn't just in summer all the time. That would be like peaking, right? If you're an athlete, I'm sure you've trained differently in the off season than you do in the regular season, or in playoffs, or whatever it is, right? Or game day, you're going to eat and sleep and recover in a different way, right? So those 4 phases are recovery, and then base, and then build, and then peak. So you're peaking with the highest intensity, lower volume. But the way to get there isn't just by training in that peak kind of, not a peak state, but that peak intensity and lower volume, because the base and the building is what helps get you there, so that you can perform at a really high level, a high intensity, without overdoing it, right? So keep that in mind. I think that using those different phases can be helpful. If you approach things this way, then you know you're playing a longer term game. I think it's the experts or the pros that really play this game really well, understanding how the training impacts them and what they need to do outside of that to recover and improve, right? So having some sort of balance to that structure is, I think, what sets true experts, or a lot of coaches and a lot of athletes apart. And these athletes are just people that want to perform and live at a high level, are paying millions of dollars for it, right? So having that balanced approach, not necessarily balance in all aspects, but balancing the approach to optimizing one area is going to be helpful. That gives you that longevity in your approach, so you're not just going and then stopping. You're not going and then stopping, right? You're continuing to have a base, build, peak, and then recover. If you can repeat a cycle, that's how a lot of training is going to be optimized, in my opinion, and obviously it's going to be tailored to you. Make sure you save this to remember. You need a base, or you need to recover after you peak, and then have a base, build that up, and then peak. But once you peak, make sure you recover and then build back up, and then establish your base and build back up. Let's go.